Just the same things that like I feel like women should. You know, I want a family.
Fantastic. Okay. What about you? What you said? You also want an above average man. What makes you? Or do you consider yourself an average woman?
I mean, maybe y'all wouldn't, but I consider myself because I started my own business. I graduated college, paid for my own college.
Stuff though in the sexual marketplace.
But like, I paid for my own college. I did everything on natural. Like,
you do understand that nowadays that's actually fairly average because women dominate.
That's what I
higher
said.
education.
You probably wouldn't see me above average, but I look at myself. I've overcome adversity. I've done a lot of things that make me really proud to be above average.
Look at me. It doesn't matter what you think. When you come in approaching dating and marriage, it matters what the guy thinks.
Incredible.
What you believe about how attractive you are has no real world application.
But like, I don't care what they think.
You saying you don't care what men think?
I really don't.
Then you're gonna die alone.
That's like your opinion, but I really don't think I'm gonna die alone.
I'm sorry.
You're dying alone. You are dying alone right now.
I don't think I'm gonna die alone. Like,
How old are you?
Like, how do you know that?
Because you're saying you don't
Like, are
care.
you a fortune teller? Like,
What you're saying makes no sense.
because I said that I think that I'm above average and you think that I'm not above average, I'm gonna die alone because you think I'm average?
It's not what I think. You need to care about how your future husband sees you. That
Well,
doesn't
I
matter.
do, but just because I think I'm like above
said you don't care
average
what
and you
men
think
think
I'm below
supposedly.
average. Yes, I don't care if like y'all think that I'm below average.
It's not about what we think.
I think I'm above average.
Sneeko. Listen, a dog that won't obey the chain of its owner will eventually get put down. So sometimes when you won't listen to authority or when a woman won't realize that it matters what a man thinks, eventually they end up 40 alone, 50 alone, and yes, death comes soon after.
I'm gonna invite y'all to my wedding. I'm going to invite y'all to my wedding.
All right, so let me just ask you a question because here comes that cognitive dissonance again that all of you guys have expressed throughout this podcast. So you are saying in your eyes you're not an average woman, but realistically speaking, you are a fairly average woman because you named a bunch of things that average women do every day, like paying their own bills and shit. Not you. I'm talking to her.
Oh, yeah,
So you are on paper an average woman, even though you don't look at yourself that way. That's fine. However, you don't want a guy that's 5'8", 50K per year, etc. You don't want an average man. So you want an above average man.
I don't want to date a man that I make more than. I'm sorry,
so
but
you want a man that's above average. You want a man that's above average. So let me ask you this: if you want a man that's above average, you do understand that a man that's above average is probably going to have above average standards, right?
Yeah.
So wouldn't it behoove you to attract that man to know what that man wants?
Wait, repeat that.
Wouldn't it behoove you or move you if you want? That's a big word, Myron. That's a real word. Okay.
Welcome to the
if you want me to speak retardedese, if you want a guy to fucking get with you, you should probably know what that guy wants, correct?
No.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I'm a guy and I want to attract women, I understand that I need to make money, I need to go to the gym, I need to be able to convey myself a certain way.
I have
charming.
above average guys already wanting to be
Be
with
quiet
me.
when I'm speaking, please, so I can finish my point.
Shut up, Meg.
If I'm a man and I want to attract a bunch of women or I want to be attractive, I need to understand what the opposite gender wants. However, you just said a second ago that you want an above average man. However, you don't care about what men think. Now, I know why you think this way, because you literally just said it a second ago. You exposed yourself. Well, I'm above average men that want to talk to me. So let me ask you this. If I whacked off every single day to porn and came every time and I said, damn, I get hella bitches, what would your response be to that?
If I'm not putting out and you got to put out some other way,
my
like
God.
Hypothetical.
Hypothetically speaking, if I walked around and I bragged and I said, yo, I walk out to porn every single day to a new girl, I get hella bitches, what would your response be to that?
okay, gross, bye.
Grow up.
Okay, grow up, stupid, what's wrong with this guy? Correct. Would it make me a fucking moron?
Yeah.
Okay, so me bragging about whacking off to porn and getting a new girl is the same thing as you bragging about men talking to you. You do understand that a man talking...
That's not the same,
Be quiet
though.
for 2 seconds. You do understand that as a woman, just by you existing and having a pulse, men are going to talk to you, correct?
Yeah.
You do understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is why you're able to make the asinine comment you just made where I don't need to know what men want. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to do it because you know men give you attention anyway. However, to keep a man, you do understand you need to know what that man wants and build upon that.
Because they won't stay. They'll just.
Am I allowed to talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
A guy whacking off and watching porn and bragging about it every day is not the same as a girl that is making her own money, taking care of her own business, and doing her own thing.
Okay, let me ask you this: do you think men? Let's be very blunt because you just gave a bunch of traits that are irrelevant. But let's be honest here: if you met a guy and you told that guy, "I am unemployed,"
I'm not unemployed though.
Oh my God, I'm
Alright,
talking
sure.
hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
If you told that guy, "I'm unemployed," versus you saying, "I run this business where I offer a version of OfferUp, etc." Do you think that would actually change his attraction for you?
For me, like
No, for him. Do you think it would change his attraction for you if you said, I'm unemployed versus I have a business? Do you think it really matters to the man that you're talking to?
yeah, I feel like it shows discipline.
No.
It shows hard work.
Men don't give a fuck.
No.
That's my point.
No.
We don't give a fuck.
Maybe you
So
don't.
you're
I
gonna
feel like you
wipe
can't speak
someone
for
that's
every single
unemployed?
man on the planet. I
Wait,
feel
wait,
like
can I
maybe
bring
you
this-
might not,
wait,
but I
wait,
feel
wait.
like other
Did you
men
not just
do.
say, hold on, did you not just say a second ago you want above average men, right?
Yeah.
Above average men earn more money, correct?
Yes, correct.
Are you aware of the fact that the more money a man makes, the less he cares about how much you make?
Yes, but I feel like you can't speak for every single man on the planet.
Okay, I'll finally have to agree with
just
you on
proved my
this
point.
because I met a guy that actually had mad money, and he was like,
I do not want you to work. I do not want you to do any
Guys
of
that
this
make that
shit.
money
I
don't
want you
understand
to
that.
live your life.
What's your
like,
name again? I need to explain something to you, like in a really funny way.
Please,
I agree
I'm
with
so
you
down
on
to
this
listen.
one.
I'm just like,
What's your name?
I'm Savannah.
Savannah, you are the product of Zionist propaganda. And let me explain that, like, because they don't want, like, you're white.
Yo, you gotta go slow, dude. She didn't know what behoove means.
Let me explain that to you. Like, there's a death cult going on, and they're trying to program people with a bunch of ideas so that we don't have kids in a family. So they tell you to listen to podcasts like Call Her Daddy. You like to listen to Taylor Swift, Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't like Taylor
You
Swift.
worship Instagram. I heard you say you want to have a wedding because you want to put it on Instagram. You don't want to date a 5'8" guy because you want to take Instagram pictures and you want him to be taller than you. You want to have kids, but they can't be boring. You need to take them on.
I never said the social media content you're making that up.
But I can hear all the content that you consume. So you are prioritizing that over having a good family. Stop living for the external and live for the internal. What's more important? Don't feed into these propaganda. It's all a lie so that you don't have a family.
Hold on, let's ask her this. Do you know what Zionism is?
No way.
No.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. I don't want to be an asshole or anything like that, but this is what it is. We keep women stupid, so they don't know what the hell's going on. So we can market to them easier.
But no. But you know what? Speaking of women at that level, that's why when I talk about this, think about it at the level of kids, and this is why I like to talk to women at the level of children. Is this? Look, I have a son. You know what kids are like. You're probably good with kids. You're a lady. Here's the deal. A kid will walk up to you. He'll take a little bit of his boogers, some water he took from his juice cup, some fucking wooden sticks in a cup, and he'll hand it to you. And he thinks he made you a meal, and he's really proud. And he hands it to you, and he goes, "Look, Mom, I made you something." Now, you're smart because you're an adult. You're a woman. You go, "That's fucking boogers and sticks and shit." Because why? Because your position, your authority as his mother, you know, at his education, his mental capacity, that you know better than him. You know what? You still take it and go, "Oh, it's so cute." You're not grateful for it. You're not going to eat it. You know what's up. That's how men see women's careers and their money. Okay? Women present it to men like, "Look at my job and my career." And it's a cup of shit and sticks. And we say, "How cute." And we're nice to you. We're nice to you, but we don't care. And you can argue it. You can argue it, but it's reality.
I have to, okay, but I'm not doing, like, I started my business not because I want a man to look at my business and be like, "I want to marry you because you have a business." I started my business because I genuinely want to help people.
And my kid made a cup of shit
business
'cause he
is to
loves it.
help people.
He's trying to help me.
No, exactly, and like that's your kid making a booger fucking snot pie.
And we look
but
at women like
I
kids.
didn't
I'm
start.
sorry,
I didn't
we do.
start my business